William Morrow and HarperAudio present The Fun Widow's Book Tour, a novel by Zoe Fishman. Performed by Arndt. For my Zodies. Chapter 1. It was the same dream every time. Mia's husband walked through their front door in his short-sleeve button-down and tie and told her that he was leaving her for someone else. In the dream, the new girlfriend was pregnant. Mia watched her, the woman who had replaced her, from a distance, always. Until last night. The girlfriend was short and pear-shaped, both things that Mia was not. Her hair was dreadlocked. She made her own milk out of nuts and was showing Mia how in her dirty kitchen. Mia did not care about making milk out of nuts. They fought. "How can you live with yourself?" Mia had screamed at her. "He has 2 sons." The girlfriend had volunteered that perhaps she and Mia's husband could visit and explain. Mia had jumped from the stool she had been perched on and put her hands around the girlfriend's pale and sweaty neck, her dreads scratching Mia's wrists. It had been 2 years and 9 months since her husband had died. Recently, Mia had decided to try out his side of the bed. This was for 2 reasons. She was worried that the mattress would become lopsided, and also she had gotten an ear cartilage piercing instead of a tattoo, and it really, really hurt. Mia couldn't sleep on her right side anymore, even though that was the way she had been sleeping her whole 43 years of life. She had wanted a tattoo, but after the tattoo lady told Mia that her husband's handwriting was too small to replicate, and that in a few years' time it would bleed and become illegible, the piercing had seemed like the next best thing. Mia hadn't anticipated that the piercer would literally be plunging a spear through her ear, however. It had been a far cry from the gun they had used at Claire's when she was 9. The pain had been excruciating and shocking, like childbirth, but much, much quicker. 11 months later, and it still oozed and throbbed. Her phone alarm sounded, and Mia toggled it to off, blinding herself in the process. Next door, she could hear the soft rustling of her 8-year-old son. Downstairs, the faint whir of her 5-year-old's sound machine as he slept. The coffee machine sighed dramatically from the kitchen as it rumbled to life. Early morning, 5 a.m., Mia's writing time, or at least it was supposed to be. She rubbed her eyes and considered the dream. A white woman with dreads, of all things. She hauled herself up to a seated position, wincing as her bones and joints argued with her decision. Mia could not imagine feeling older, but of course she would. Well, not of course. She understood that now. She sat on her toilet at an angle because she couldn't fit otherwise. It was a charming house, their house, but it was old and had belonged to a tiny married couple who had lived inside of it for 40-some-odd years with 2 angry dogs and an array of spindly cats before Mia and her husband had bought it. Their first house. The worst house in the best neighborhood, as they had been taught to seek. It had been a year of looking, mostly by Mia with their sons in tow while her husband was at work, her biceps at Linda Hamilton in Terminator level because of the constant toting of their very sturdy younger child in his detachable infant car seat from room to uninspiring room as their older ran through each house, checking closets and longingly admiring toys he was forbidden to touch. Mia could glean so much about a family from their home while they were out. What was disheartening to her was the fact that no one in the dozens of homes she perused appeared to read. There was not a book to be found, not even on a bedside table, and as an author herself, this was especially painful. Mia had boxes and boxes of curated books, and she had lugged them from apartment to apartment during her 13-year tenure in New York, and then from New York...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?